Hello everyone, welcome back to Octagon Side with Grant Ahles, and today we're going to talk about the fights that stuck out to me at UFC 288. Matt Fiorella knocks out Drew Dober in round 1, and that was a huge statement done by Matt. And now he is top 14 in the lightweight division. Matt Fiorella thrives in those firefights, and I thought that would have been more benefit to Drew Dober, but that was not the case. I'm going to start keeping my eye out for Matt Fiorella in the future. Doubt he's a fighter that will fight for a title someday, but he easily could crack the top 10, if not maybe even top 5, who knows. Either way, I like seeing new blood in this division, and we'll just keep an eye out on his career in the future. Movsar Vilak stays undefeated and wins an unanimous decision against Diego Lubas. I really wish we got the Bryce Mitchell fight, but injuries happen all the time. There's nothing you can really do about it. I give props to Diego for taking this fight on short notice and also putting Mozart in very difficult situations and nearly submitting him multiple times. Hopefully we can see Mozart versus Bryce in the future, or a different higher ranked contender for him, but he could easily fight for a title in the future. Probably the biggest shock / best performance of the night was by far Yan Xiaonan. Knocks out Jessica Andrade in round 1. I knew Yan had a better chance than what people were giving her credit for, but I did not think that was going to happen. I was more thinking this fight would go to decision or maybe a finish in the later rounds by Andrade, but hey, that's the MMA game, that's UFC, anything can happen. I thought the stoppage was a tad early, but I understand Jessica got counterpunched pretty bad. And with MMA, it really only takes that one punch. With a performance like that, Yan Xiaonan should be fighting for the title next, especially since strawweight is in a weird place right now and needs contenders. There's already kind of talks that they're maybe booking her against Zhang Weili, but we'll just have to wait and see. I think definitely it's a perfect fight just because it's a good reason for the UFC to go to China, expand out. They've been talking about wanting to go across the world again now that COVID's kind of over. So we'll just have to wait and see on that one. Bilal Muhammad versus Gilbert Burns, for a lot of people, might have been surprising, but I knew Bilal was the real deal. I figured regardless this fight was going to go to the decision, but I was shocked though how Bilal was outstriking Gilbert, and you can tell it threw off Gilbert's balance and just his confidence in himself. Apparently Gilbert went into this fight really injured. It's the name of the game, kind of like what I was talking about with Bryce Mitchell. Injuries happen, and I'm sure Gilbert saw it as an opportunity because for sure whoever wins this fight gets the winner of Leon and Colby. Really, Leon and Colby should not be happening. It should be Leon and the winner of this fight, but, regardless. Gilbert just looked confused and defeated in the later rounds. I really don't know why Gilbert wasn't shooting for more takedowns / taking to the ground more, but maybe he just felt Bilal's strength and realized that wasn't going to be possible. It just sucks that Bilal has to wait for the winner of Colby and Leon, because honestly, that was a stellar performance by Bilal Muhammad. He was just, like I say, outpacing Gilbert, outstriking him, keeping him on the feet. He just made him look defeated. I can see Gilbert fighting Kamaru Usman again, or having to fight someone ranked below him, but I don't think this is the end of Gilbert Burns. I really hope Gilbert doesn't just become a gatekeeper. I really like him. I definitely think he has the potential to fight for titles. I mean, he already fought for one, but Gilbert has that potential to fight for titles again in the future. He just needs to, unfortunately at the moment, he's just one of those fighters when you're right at the gate, you're right about to do it, and then you just fall apart. It is what it is. Aljamain Sterling versus Henry Cejudo was disappointing for me personally. The fight itself was good, but I really wanted Sterling to lose. I'm being biased here, but good on him for getting the job done. I gotta give him the credit where it's due. I'm surprised it was a split decision because I thought it was 3-2 if not 4-1 Sterling. 100% should have been unanimous, but you know how MMA judging is. I really thought Henry could get it done, but with the length advantage Sterling had, it proved to be too much for him. And I knew going in that might be a big problem for Henry. Aljamain is called the Fuckmaster for a reason, and Henry admitted it was hard to get in there / counter him sometimes. It was hard to get his momentum. He's a funky dude. I felt Aljamain and Henry were pretty much even when it came to the wrestling. I mean, good on Aljamain for actually getting in takedowns against Henry and everything. Good on Aljamain for retaining the title, and honestly, he's making his case to be one of the greatest bantamweights of all time. Sean O'Malley is clearly the next fighter for Aljamain Sterling, with the Octagon face-off and the trash talking that ensued. I like Sean a lot, but there's just no way he's winning against Aljamain Sterling. I would like nothing more for him to win, but the second it hits the ground, he's screwed. I'm sure he's been working on his grappling a lot in the time off, since regardless he was facing a wrestler next. But with the level of experience Aljamain has, it's kind of impossible to catch up to that at this point in O'Malley's life. O'Malley's only path to victory is by knockout, and I just don't see Sterling getting caught like that. But hey, this is UFC for you. This is MMA. Anything could happen. It seems like the fight is targeted for either August or September, but we'll just have to wait and see. What do you all think about UFC 288? Write down in the comments below what you think and what future matchups could happen in the future. This has been Octagon Side with Grant Ahles, and I'll see y'all next time.